together with Earle Sports Bets. Yeah, the twins, they be checking in, stacking up. Green is the scene that you're stepping in. Winning is a trend, and we stayed making dollars. Nerd talk with the sports bet scholars. Yeah, it's R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies.
We are live. Welcome, guys, back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. I'm Timothy Earle, and today we'll be talking over some baseball. I will do a run-through of college baseball, and then we've got, 7 games in the MLB. So we will run through all that stuff as well. Before we jump into all of it, we'll go ahead and look back at what happened yesterday over on the site. And I will say college baseball, I don't have my numbers for yesterday. All the games ended later on, and I went to bed early because I've been having to work mornings the past week and for the next 2 weeks at Costco. So I start at 4:30, so I'm not up for all the games. So keep that in mind. I have not been able to update my numbers for college baseball. That will be updated after the show. But yesterday was a slightly down day, but after starting the day 1-6, the fact that I was only down a unit, I'll be all right with that because early on in the day, St. Louis money line loser, Atlanta money line loser, Milwaukee money line winner, Miami loser, Kansas City run line loser, Tampa Bay money line loser. The over in the New York Liberty game, the Liberty score 100 points. Connecticut scores 52, blowout loss. Over in the Mercury game, winner, Vegas. The Aces winner and the New York Yankees were a winner at the end of the night. So I ended up going 4-6, down 1.03 units. It's just, hey, after the shitty start, I'll take the decent ending, and we'll kind of just roll on. So we will have, I will be putting up plays up on the site as we're doing the games today. But we will be talking over college baseball real quick first, and then we'll jump into the MLB afterwards. And we'll do like a quick run through. Good morning, Tim. How are you? How was your weekend? And the Astros? Yeah, I know they won yesterday. I was on the Rays. Fuck the Astros. We don't care about the Astros. Agreed. Astros win. I know that sucked yesterday. It was not good. Let's try to do I want to try to do like a rapid fire through. And I'm going to pull up the lines because I'm going to need to put out my plays. We're going to create regional finals championship games. And I'm going to quickly, because I forgot to type them in, but I'm going to, I forgot I had a future on them. Sorry about that. I just got home a couple minutes ago, so I haven't been able to type up everything necessarily. But I will be ready in a minute. We'll go a little bit of them. I already know who I wanted after last night, but have not been able to. Yeah. Cool. Boom. There's my plays for today. Let's quickly run through them. We'll run through the first 8, and then we'll go. Actually, hold on real quick with the chat. Well, I don't know right off the top of my head. I will have that done at the end of the show. And at the end of the show afterwards. So, that's. I'll have the record and stuff done afterwards. Morning, dude. Morning. How you doing? Appreciate you stopping by. Who's the Cubs shirt you're wearing? Chris Bryant. Let's quickly rapid fire through these because some of these won't have a game today. Some of these already have teams sent through the Super Regionals. This one is one of them. Louisville with a win over Wright State in the regional finals. Vanderbilt became the first number 1 seed to not even make the regional finals. Louisville will move on to a Super Regional. So not even going to jump deeply into that one. Miami will play Southern Miss tonight. That is a 9 o'clock game. Jesus Christ. In Mississippi. I have Miami plus 750 to win the regional, so I'm hoping they can pull it out. I'll take them plus 125 today too. Give me Miami, especially after that blowout loss yesterday. Miami takes the regional final today. Another one where I have a big plus money, plus 750 on USC. This is a 6 o'clock game. I took USC plus 150 today as well, just to have a little bit more on it. I'm on USC. They're against Oregon State. Oregon State's run their way back from the losers bracket. They beat TCU. They beat St. Mary's. Now they beat USC last night in a blowout win. And they're playing again today. I think the pitching probably depletes a little bit for Oregon State. We don't need to worry about this regional. Florida State's already through to the Supers with their win last night over Mississippi State. So Mississippi State to win the regional was a loser. It is what it is. I'm not overly concerned about it. I'm gotta pull up my futures. Where's my futures? Because I forgot to mention a couple of Vandy to make Omaha loser. But that's kind of self-explanatory because they were eliminated by Wright State, which hard fought by Wright State to make it to the regional finals. Good on them. Congratulations to them. Miami to make Omaha at 750. USC to make Omaha 750. Win regionals, not Omaha. So those are still live. Mississippi State, loser. In that one. No futures in this one, but UNC will take on Oklahoma today in the regional finals. I'm taking UNC. I got the minus 2.5. I think that Oklahoma's pitching is depleted by now, and UNC should be able to take advantage of them there. So I do like the Heels to make it out of the regional and make it through. This one does not need any talking about much either. Arizona is already through with their win last night versus Cal Poly, 14-0. They win the regional. Oregon went 0-2 in the regional. That was a big shocker. But no games in this one today, so don't really need to mention it a lot. And it's going to be that way for a bunch of these. So just like, and I had no futures in this one. Just like this one, Auburn, blowout win versus NC State. They will move on to the Super Regionals. That one eliminated my NC State to win the regional at plus 250. It is what it is. It's better to watch NC State lose. Auburn will host Coastal Carolina, who beat ECU last night. A heartbreaking game, 1-0, a sac fly in the bottom of the 8th. It is what it is. Hell of a fight by ECU to make it as far as we did. ECU to win the regional, plus 1,500, loser. Well, wasn't a loser. How about UTSA? And I called it. I called it in the previews. I said if there's going to be a top 8 seed that was going to go down, I did not expect Vanderbilt. But number 2, Texas, horns down. UTSA plus 280 to win the regional was money. UTSA swept through the Austin regional. Good for them. Good for the American. UTSA regional plus 280. Winner. But a loser here because I had Irvine to win the regional, Irvine to make Omaha. UCLA just smashed 3-0 in that regional. They looked really good. They will go on to play UTSA or host UTSA for a chance to go to Omaha. I think UTSA is live in that series. I think UTSA realistically can make Omaha. So we'll talk about that one this weekend coming up because we will definitely be talking Omaha props there. We'll keep on rolling. I'm just going to rapid fire through all these, and then I'll go back to the comments. Georgia Regional. How about a walk-off win by Oklahoma State yesterday versus Georgia in the 1-1 game? And then Duke takes care of business in the night game. Duke plus 300 to win the regional is a winner. So I cashed yesterday a plus 280 and a plus 300. Very, very happy with that one. Although I did lose a bunch, but we'll see what we can do tonight. A couple of my futures could swing a lot. Plus, I still have Duke to make Omaha, which could be very, very interesting if something happens in this next one. Ole Miss Regional. Ole Miss is going to be taking on Murray State today. Ole Miss has marked their way through the losers bracket to make it through. Murray State, they played last night. Ole Miss kicked the shit out of them. They play again today. That one is a 6 o'clock game, and I took Murray State. I took Murray State in that one at plus 240 money line. I think Murray State can finish off the regional and be the 1-4 seed that we could all be rooting for. Although there is another 4 seed that we could be rooting for here, which how about Little Rock? Little Rock has been an interesting team after losing 7-0 to LSU in the opening game. They put up 22 runs against Rhode Island and then beat Dallas Baptist. Oh, and then they put 10 runs up on LSU last night. What? Little Rock making a run through the losers bracket. Granted, they are plus 1,000 dogs today, but I'm taking Little Rock plus the runs, and you know what? I'm going to sprinkle that money line at plus 1,000. Give me Little Rock tonight. Pull this off. They've been a hot team. Yes, they sucked throughout the regular season. They got the last spot in the OVC, but they won 5 straight games there. Lost the first game to LSU, won 3 straight, so they've won 8 out of their last 9 games. Give me Little Rock versus LSU. Pull off the upset. Let's go. And we won't really have to talk about these next 2, but we will talk about the last one. West Virginia is moving on to the Super Regionals. Good for them. I said that they could be a Super Regional team in the preseason. I had them as a hosting spot in the preseason. I don't know why I chose Clemson to win the regional. West Virginia takes care of business there. They sweep through the Clemson Regional. Arkansas took care of business too. But, I mean, Arkansas got to play North Dakota State, Creighton, and Creighton. They didn't have to play their 2 seed. But Creighton, 12-1 to win the regional, loser, unfortunately. Oh, and Rhode Island was already a loser. And Clemson, regional winner, and Omaha, loser. Let's head to the final one, which I will probably fade my Tennessee to Omaha pick. Keep in mind, I forgot to mention this from preseason bets. I have Wake Forest at, I believe it was 30-1 to win it all. So Wake Forest is one of the ones that is still alive for me, and I think it might be my only one that's still alive. Sorry, I still have Arkansas at 10-1. I still have Arkansas. So if Wake Forest can win today, I'll have a guaranteed team in Omaha that I have a future on. I am going to be on Wake Forest today. I took them plus 210. Although Liam Doyle, I believe, is going to be going for Tennessee, which is a little bit scary. But give me Wake Forest. Give me the Deeks in this one to wrap up my college baseball shenanigans for today. 6 games. Should be a fun time. We'll head back to the comments. Southern Miss money line. No. I'm on Miami. I'm on Miami to win the regional from the beginning. I have plus 750 on that. I probably should hedge it, but I'm not going to. Tim, what channel is the game on for college baseball? I will watch. It's on the ESPN networks. When Nick posting new video? I honestly don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Let's jump into the MLB because I know that this is why a lot of people are here. Let me pull up Fangraphs for my WRC Plus numbers because I forgot to do that earlier. Versus lefties versus. Actually, I want this one to be versus right-handed pitching. Yep, there we go. And then I got to pull up this for odds, and then we're going to pull up this for money, and then we can get started into it. I'm going to X that out. And let's start rolling with the Colorado Rockies and the Miami Marlins. The Marlins minus 200 favorites with a total of 8. I'm starting to see the line move down a little bit. We'll go ahead and look at what these teams are doing. Or the pitchers real quick, actually, I should say. The pitchers for this game is German Marquez and Max Meyer. German Marquez this year has pitched in 11 games to a 1-7 record, 7.13 ERA, 53 innings pitched, 42 earned runs, 19 walks, and 32 strikeouts. He has not been great, but who on the Colorado Rockies have been good. On the opposite side, you got Max Meyer going for Miami. 9 starts, a 2-4 record, a 5.51 ERA, 47 and a third innings pitched, 39 earned runs, 16 walks, and 55 strikeouts. Both of these pitchers, I believe, are righties. Both of these are righties. I can guarantee you that the pitching advantage, Marlins. Hitting advantage, 1,000,000% Marlins. Colorado is dead last in WRC plus at 67, which is crazy. By the way, real quick, in the chat, I want to see if anybody can get this. Colorado Rockies, who is their current leader in WAR? And what is their WAR? Put it in the chat. I want to see if anybody can get it. Colorado Rockies, current leader in WAR on the team. Miami's WRC plus against right-handed pitchers are 97. We'll look at the money for this game. We'll go pull over to Bet Online because that's what I like to use. Line's gone from 155 up to the 200 mark, so line's moving in their direction. Line's moved from 8.5 down to 8, so saying that it could go under today. Let's go ahead and take a look at the markets, and we're going to go ahead and grab a cash cow today. Moo, and it's the Marlins. The Marlins will be a cash cow. I love it. There's a Colorado Rockies team that's 9-50, so it's not really saying much. We're going to get the Marlins run line at plus 115. This is a bad Rockies team, obviously. Just coming off of getting swept. So Marlins are actually a cash cow today. So moo, Marlins, run line to get my MLB card started today. So let's roll. Stick to MLB. College baseball is tricky. You could stick to MLB. That's fine. Tell him who is pitching for that game. No. I have nowhere to turn. Give me the fish extendo line. I'm not gonna talk you off the fish. Marlins money line parlay. 5-2, 6-1, 6. Yeah, I could definitely see that type of game today and here. Buenos dias, everyone. I don't know what WAR even is. WAR is wins above replacement. So it's how much better that player is than an average filler player in the MLB. The correct answer was relief pitcher Jake Bird at 1.1 WAR, which is insane that and he's not even a closer. It's insane that your top WAR guy is a reliever. He's on pace to be the top guy in WAR on the Rockies at around 2.5. Do you know what a 2.5 WAR is? That's a utility outfielder. An average utility outfielder gets you about 2 WAR. That is insane that is how bad their team is. 10 players on the Rockies have a WAR above 0 out of the 40 on their roster. That is how bad the Colorado Rockies are. Just wanted to kind of bring that one up. What do you think of the under? I could easily see the Rockies scoring nothing today. I could easily see it. I could easily see this one being a 4-1 game. So I don't hate. Can I click? There we go. LA Angels and the Boston Red Sox. We got the Red Sox at a minus 155 with a 9.5 total. After their hot run, the Angels have kind of slowed down. They got 1 win last week. Not great. Tyler, a 3.39 ERA in 11 starts, a 2-2 record. 61 innings pitched, 23 2 out of his last 3 starts. On the opposite side, you got, I believe it's Richard Fitz, who's pitched all of 2.7 ERA, 20 innings pitched, and the Red Sox are actually 1-4. I would probably go pitching advantage towards Tyler Anderson, but it's not really much of a sample size for Fitz. We've got a lefty in Anderson, so we'll look up the Red Sox versus lefties, and that's 11th in baseball, 108 WRC plus. They're one of 11 teams that are over 100 WRC plus versus lefties. Angels against righties are bad, 95 WRC plus, which is 24th in baseball, so hitting advantage towards the Red Sox. Red Sox going from minus 150 to minus 143. So actually the line's moved in a little bit since I've typed this up. Lines moved from 9.5 minus 110 for the over to 9.5 minus 120 for the over. So line moving towards the over as per usual. The money's coming in on the Angels, and the line's moving against the line's moving towards the Angels. Money's coming in on the Red Sox. Sorry, 70 and 63 on the money line, and then 60-62 on the over. This is going to be an Angel spot. I know it sounds gross that my day's getting started with the Marlins and the Angels, but I'm grabbing the Angels here. The line movement kind of tells me everything I need to know. Pitching advantage, Angels. Hitting advantage slightly towards the Red Sox, but line and market movement towards the Angels. So give me Angels in this one versus the Red Sox. If I could type right. There we go. Boom. Red Sox smash. Lean Angels first 5. I like it. Angels team total over. I like it. I'm going to play Clearwater Rockies. Okay. Let's keep on rolling. We've got the Milwaukee Brewers and the Cincinnati Reds. The Reds minus 120 with a total of 9. Aaron Savali taking on Brady Singer. Savali has pitched all of 3 times this year. 0-1 record, a 6 ERA, 12 innings pitched, 8 earned runs, 3 walks, and 9 strikeouts. He has not looked good to start the year. Granted, 5 out of the 8 runs came in 1 start, and it was at Yankee Stadium. I'm not going to judge too much off of that. Brady Singer on the opposite side, 11 starts, a 6-3 record, a 4.6 ERA, 58 and 2/3 innings pitched, 30 earned runs, 23 walks, and 49 strikeouts. He has looked a lot better as of late after giving up that 7 spot, 2-2-3 in his last 3 starts, and the Reds are 3-4 in his last 4 starts. 3-1 in his last 4 starts. We'll go ahead and take a look at the WRC plus numbers. Both of them against righties. Milwaukee. Let's see who has the pitching advantage. Milwaukee, Cincinnati. Cincinnati has the hitting advantage. 100 WRC plus versus righties compared to 95 for the Brewers. So hitting advantage, Reds. Pitching advantage probably towards the Reds. So those 2 things line up. Line movement towards the Brewers. And the line has not moved on the total. Money coming in heavily on the Brewers. So I'm going to abstain off of this one. 56% of the money, 80% of the bets are on the Brewers. Lines moving towards the Brewers. All that makes sense. This one will be a pass game for me. Halos. Brewers, public dog, yikes. They are, but the line's moving in their favor, so I don't know. Smashing 5-team parlay for last night for 140, but immediately took it to the middle and put it in the middle and lost it. Damn. Reds, first 5. Yes. I personally lean Reds, but I'm not touching it. I got you. Brewers money line, Brewers smash. I don't like the Brewers tonight. It would be Reds or nothing. Let's keep on rolling. We got the Detroit Tigers and the Cincinnati Reds. Not Cincinnati Reds. Chicago White Sox. Tigers minus 205 with a total of 8.5. Jack Flaherty and Jonathan Canning. Flaherty, 11 starts, 3-6 record, a 3.94 ERA, 59 and 30 innings pitched, 26 earned runs, 19 walks, 72 strikeouts. Strikeout numbers up, and he's been solid enough for a middle of the line, middle of the rotation starter. On the opposite side, Jonathan Canning has been really good this year. 11 games pitched. He started 9 of those, the 2 that he came in relief, 6 innings and 7 2/3 innings. So he goes deep in games. He gives you innings. 60 innings, 60 and 2/3 innings pitched, 28 earned runs, 18 walks, 46 strikeouts. He's coming off of giving up 5 earned runs in his last start against the Mets, but not overly concerned about that one. These are 2 solid pitchers that I really do like. Both of them are righties. White Sox are second to last against righties in baseball, 81 WRC plus, only ahead of the Colorado Rockies. So that's not really in great company. Detroit, 105 WRC plus, which is 11th in baseball. I do kind of like the under in this game. Let's see what the line movement is telling me. Lines moved nothing for the side, and it's moved 2 cents towards the under. Let's go ahead and look at where the money's coming in. The fact that the line hasn't moved for the side and all the money and everything's on Detroit's very, very interesting. Give me the White Sox. When 89% of the bets and 86% of the money is on a side and the line has not moved, that's going to push me right towards the side that's not getting the money. So give me the White Sox today. Lovely. My card starts with the Marlins, Angels, and White Sox. Gotta love it. I have a Tiger. Tigers, Marlins, parlay. Tigers have the most wins in baseball. They do. They do. Under. I kind of like the under too. What's up, Stop Geo? Hit the like button, y'all. Dang right. Tigers ain't been hitting lately. Minus 200 is crazy. Got Tigers at minus 1.5 yesterday and the under at minus 1. I don't hate the under. I'm on the opposite side. Not playing today, but go Cubs, go. Look at the shirt I'm wearing. Let's go Mets. Anyways. Cubbies have been playing some good baseball too, so I'll give them that. But White Sox in that one. We're running through this card because we got 3 games left. This next one is the San Diego Padres and the San Francisco Giants. The Giants are minus 187 is your total in this one. You get Stefan Kolick taking on Logan Webb. Kolick this year has pitched in 5 starts to a 3-1 record, 4.11 ERA, 30 and 2/3 innings pitched, 14 earned runs, 10 walks, 24 strikeouts. Keep in mind, he actually had a really good start to his season where the first 14 and 1/3 innings, his first 2 starts, no earned runs. And then he kind of struggled from there. He's allowed 5, 3, and 6 in his last 3 starts, so he has not looked as great. Logan Webb has looked fantastic. There's a reason why he's one of the favorites for this, or one of the top guys for Cy Young. 12 starts, 5-5 record, which is not great, but you look at his other numbers, 2.82 ERA, 73 and 1/3 innings pitched, 23 earned runs, 17 walks, 84 strikeouts. He has been fantastic, although they're not really winning his games. But he has been great at home, besides his 1 bad start against the Royals. So first point in, I lean towards the Giants. Both of these guys are right-handed pitchers, so let's go ahead and check your stats for that. And San Diego Padres are sitting 15th, WRC plus 104. San Francisco Giants 22nd at 99. So 5 WRC plus higher for the Padres. So slight hitting advantage towards the Padres, pitching advantage 100% on the Giants. Let's look at where this line's moving. Line's gone from 170 to 172 for the Giants. Line's gone from 7 to a 7.5 in terms of the total. So line's moving towards the over in this one, which considering, wow. Let's look at the tickets. 41% of the bets, but 57% of the money's on the Padres, which is interesting. And the line's kind of moving towards the Giants. Although I'm not fading Logan Webb at home. It's just not going to happen. And I'm not going to touch a total with it moving up because I like the over. I would lean under. But I feel like this one might be one of your 2 easy under games. I'm going to pass on this one. I do expect the Giants to win and Logan Webb to pitch great. So here you go. Tigers smash. Tigers have won 11 games in a row as road faves versus the White Sox. There you go. Bad travel spot for the Giants. Where did the Giants play yesterday? Miami. Wow, yeah, that is a shitty travel spot. That is. Wow, I didn't even notice that one. Thanks for letting me know. As well as the White Sox have lost their last 20 night games versus AL Central. Well then, I'm on the White Sox. Padres. Padres reverse money line. How do you reverse money line it? Under. I could see the under. Over. I would lean under, but I'm not going to bet that one. 2 games left. The Twins and the Athletics. Poor Athletics. They have really suffered down the stretch. Twins are minus 169 is your total in this one. Joe Ryan versus Luis Severino. Joe Ryan this year, 11 games pitched. 10 of them were starts. His one relief outing was 5 innings. 5-2 start, 2.57 ERA, 63 innings pitched, 18 earned runs, 9 walks, and 72 strikeouts. He has been fantastic. Luis Severino has been one of the better pitchers for the Athletics, but that doesn't really say much as of late. 12 starts, a 1-4 record, a 3.89 ERA, which is just around where he was last year. Just a little bit better than last year, actually. 71 and 2/3 innings pitched, 31 earned runs, 21 walks, 54 strikeouts. So I do like both these pitchers in today's game. Both of them are righties, so let's go ahead and take a look at the hitting stats. You've got the Athletics with the hitting advantage here, and a pretty significant one. 109 WRC plus sitting 9th. Minnesota 101 at 20th. So decent hitting advantage for the Oakland Athletics. We'll go ahead and look at the line movement in this one. We've got the line moving from 140 to 140 for the Athletics, so no line movement at all. The line's gone from 9.5 at minus 125 to 9 at minus 125, 9 at minus 127, so 2 cents towards the over, which when actually this one's not really that big of a public over, which is nice to see. No money's coming. All the money's coming in on the Twins as it should. I'm gonna take the over in this game. Over the last week, the Oakland Athletics ERA is 9.94. So they're going to let up runs, and I see them letting up some runs today. Sign me up for the over here. Even though I do like these two pitchers. Actually, sorry, I'm not going to take the over here. I forgot the pitchers I really like, so I'm not going to touch the total here, especially at a 9. But I guess it would be a lean towards the over, but not going to get to it. Reverse money line would be the Giants. Today is where Garrett. Cool. Nasty game, stay away. I like Joe Ryan to have a Cy Young ticket. Joe Ryan looks great this year. I'm going to go look up his current odds to win the Cy Young because he definitely has looked great this year. MLB. All the way down here for awards. He's 55 to 1 to win the Cy Young. That's a little bit That's a little bit higher than I thought it would be. I kind of like the lean A's. Fair. Twins are pass. Twins are actually decently healthy. Twins money line. Fair. We'll head to the final game of the day. We get the New York Mets and the LA Dodgers in LA this time. LA is a minus 170 with a total of 9. Paul Blackburn taking on Dustin May. Blackburn is making his first start of the year, so no stats for him. Dustin May is making his 11th start of the year. He's pitched 10 times, 10 starts, 3-4 record to 4.2 ERA, 55 and 2/3 innings pitched, 26 earned runs, 20 walks, and 58 strikeouts. He has looked solid enough for a back of the rotation pitcher. We'll go ahead and take a look at the hitting stats. Both of them are facing righties. The Dodgers are number 1 WRC plus versus righties, 132 WRC plus. The Mets are 110, which is 7th. So both of them hit right-handed pitching. We go over to the line movement where the line has moved towards the Dodgers from 145 to 160. So line movement has moved towards the Dodgers. Line has moved towards the over as well from 110 to 125 for the 9. We'll actually look very interesting line movement or money stuff because 28% of the money of the bets and 48% of the money. So a bigger chunk of the money with less tickets is the Mets. 72% of the bets and 52% of the money is on the Dodgers. I'm not betting the Mets. I'm not trusting Blackburn. I'm actually going to take the over here. I'm going to take the over to end the day. I think both Dustin May and Blackburn get hit. I'm not going to trust Blackburn at all in his first start, and I can get a 9 at minus 122. I don't trust either of these pitchers, and both teams smash righties. So we're going to end the card with the over in the Dodger game. Dustin May, 4.20 ERA. Nice. Mets money line. I'm not going to talk you off the Mets. Over 9.5. This game could soar over the total like the Yankee game did. I can see it. Lindor home run and Alonso home run. Lindor's been hot. Alonso's been getting back to being hot. And Soto's starting to hit again. Or starting to hit. So that's good to see from him. You're taking all three of them to hit homers. I won't talk you off of that. Split between Dodgers team total and the minus 1.5. Man, I don't know. I will say another big reason why I'm staying off the Mets. The Mets played at home yesterday and had to travel across the country. Dodgers played at home, even though it was Sunday Night Baseball. They got to play at home, so no travel. So that's why I'm going to stay off the Mets, but I am going to be on the over. That is all for today. I know it's a very short card. I will say I'm not going to have a show tomorrow. My schedule doesn't work out to have one because I work in the morning and then I have something else in the afternoon. So I'm not going to be able to do a show tomorrow. I'll be back on Wednesday. WNBA plays will be up on the site in just a couple minutes. So if you guys are interested in that, check out all of that. But until next time, this is going to do it for the Earle Sports Bet Show. We'll see you guys next time. Peace out.